best things about my experience working in war zones and taking it to Antarctica was that I've never worked in a location where everything is inside your control. You have to be able to adapt to what happens, what's happening out the front door. If you get stuck and tied to your plan and you can't adapt and change, you'll perish. Up until it happened, it was the realms of science fiction. I went into my office for a meeting with my boss back in Hobart, and he's like, well, we're going to have to leave you and your team there sort of indefinitely. Quitting's not an option in the middle of an Antarctic winter, in the middle of a pandemic where they can't come and get you. When you have to do it, you find the resilience, you find a way. I chose to be an Antarctic station leader. I chose challenge, but then I chose to face it head on. You wanted a challenge, and here you go. I'm going to tell you my story of what it was like to get stuck in Antarctica during a global pandemic. There's everything you think, and then a whole lot more. Sometimes one of the best things a leader can do is shut up. If it's all running well, sit back, let it go, let the experts go. Because guarantee you, when it starts going pear-shaped or there are challenges, people will start looking to their leaders, not turn to you, and that's when you lead. And that's as relevant on a battlefield, on an Antarctic station, on a voyage across the Southern Ocean.
Untouched by the coronavirus, absolute uncertainty.
Turn it into an incredible learning for leaders.
The fact that we were going to have to stay there quite a bit longer, but we don't even know when we're going to get home, and we don't know what home's going to look like. Resilience becomes a choice. Lead the team you've got in the situation you face. I call it planned resilience. You've got that into your scenario and your plan of looking ahead. And we know we've got enough food. We know we've got a plan for what happens in this contingency. Success in a crisis does not feel successful at the time. It feels chaotic, it's uncertain, and you'll feel like you're failing. It will not feel like you're winning until you've won. The more you can plan for everything and have a contingency on the shelf and have talked through it with your team or your superiors, nothing's a surprise. It's gonna hurt, but we can do it. That changed the mentality of the way I led the team and the way everyone responded to our predicament. What can I control? What am I doing about it? And how do I face this challenge? The only thing you can control about what you can't control is your attitude. Getting comfortable being uncomfortable and also getting comfortable with failure. You're only seeing the tip of the iceberg, pardon the ice pun. You don't see the failures, and you'll learn a lot more from failure than you ever will from success. Throughout history, people had similar problems and they'd found a way through it. And it was so empowering to then say, you wanted to be an Antarctic station leader, here you go, deal with it. And from then on, every time it got worse, it got better.